3. This is going to be the Gummi Ship tips and advice. What if you're stuck? Part 2. And with improved mic, my mic was cutting out before, and I put the master volume down so people from the other video that possibly see this will then be able to hear me. So, the purpose of this video is to explain different ways to level up, what to do if you're stuck, etc. So we're going to go right down the list and address everything. Okay. So, at the top right of this screen that I'm in right now, you can see my Gummi level. It's 92. That is where it's going to show your Gummi Ship level. You level up, different things unlock. So, let's go to the Gummi Shop real quick. You will unlock stuff as your level goes up. Right now, it doesn't show much of anything. So we're going to go to Gummi Ship Editor, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, you go to Samples. You start off with a level 1 highwind, falcon, and Invincible. As you level up, I would say about level 14 or so, you will unlock level 2 variants in the shop, the Gummi Shop. You pay for them, get them unlocked, you can build from them, transform something. As you level up even further, I would say maybe 20s or 30s, you get the level 3 variants. And last but not least, you get the level 4 variants. Upon getting your level probably 40 or 50, something like that. And then there is the peak variants, which is final version of the stuff, which is very high up there in level. But all you need to focus on is just leveling up, and if you're trying to get a better ship, go ahead and purchase the level 2, 3, 4 samples, so you can build up off of them. Now, the only exception to the cost value is going to be the specials. So all of these. How do you get the samples? There are boss fights. You will do the boss fights, and they will give you various rewards, whether it's a special weapon, which is, most of them drop special weapons, the blueprint for a special, etc. So, cost means nothing. You can go over cost. You cannot alter anything with the special ships. That being said, we're actually going to go to Embark. We'll just go from this waypoint. So, we're going to go to Setup, Main Ship. So, these are ones that I made personally, that I was using before. You can just use the sample ships if you want, if that's what you feel more comfortable with. And then specials. As you can see, I can equip this ship if I want to, because it's special, and it does not matter that it goes over the cost, because it's special. That being said, we're just gonna go with this. Alright. Begin voyage. I'm going to show you some different ways to get XP. Alright. So, you have orange orbs and orange crates. For example, I'm going to slow down and I'm going to shoot this. Crate till it explodes. These are all throughout the map. Do you see? It just gave me quite a bit of orange orbs. That's one way. Going across the map. As you see, I collected orange XP orbs. That's another way to get your level up. So if you're ever lost, you can go ahead, run around. Now another thing is doing battles. All the battles are rated. with different stars. For example, the one in front of me. They will give you a lot of experience, especially for doing them the first time. That's what will give you the most amount of experience. You get a reduced amount if you replay it, but you still get some, but it's really honestly a fraction of what you would normally get. And then there's boss fights. Boss fights are located in various areas. This is the final map, by the way. We're gonna go out of our way to find one of these bosses. As you see, this is a boss with solid red stars to set it apart from others. Alright, so you fight that, you get special items, you get a lot of experience, etc. So, what I'm saying, make sure that you guys do all battles at least one time for the most amount of experience and items, etc. Treasure orbs, of course, what I went over at the beginning of the video, will give you massive experience, way different varieties of weaponry and different ships. Okay, now, leveling up increases your ship part cost, which is that blue bar. So, we're going to retire real quick. We're going to go to zone map. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. We go to Gummi Editor. The cost is at the top right. It's that blue bar. It goes up slowly every single time that you level. You start off with a very tiny level. Now, there's that. Let's just pick a random one. So I have 601 cost on this out of 981. Or 989, apologies. Now, as you level up, your ability points will go up. You have all these different ones to choose from. So you can cannon upgrade, laser upgrade, special weapon damage, impact upgrade, prize plus, heal upgrade, auto life, cost converter, haste, boost, haste, HP upgrade, roll extender, speed upgrade, mobility upgrade, shock absorber, final force, intrepid warrior, and defender. Now, when you hit level 16, you can finally equip your first teeny ship. Now, you will unlock ability later on called cost converter, which allows you to give up one of your teeny ship per install and increase your main ship's cost limit. What that means is your teeny ship will have a cost value, which will also go up as you level up. That being said, if you use the cost converter, it will convert 290 if I give up one over to what my total is. Now, it's not a good idea when you first start. However, they start off at level 1 and go all the way to peak, just like everything else. They are really useful in aiding in battles and whatnot, and there's specials of the teeny ships as well, which I highly recommend. Highly recommend. How do you get the special parts? So, boss fights. Also, throughout all the maps, there are crystals. Pink ones in particular. Those give you schematic parts that go towards the special ships or teeny ships in particular. Now, some advice when you're facing a big boss. I know the bosses are hard, I really do. And sometimes they're too difficult to take on when you do take them on at the current time that you do. That's fine. You can always leave the battle and go around the map and level up a little bit and then come back. It never harms anything. So, the main thing, and I know I say this a lot, dodge like crazy when you are fighting bosses. When you unlock laser gummies, which are these, when you unlock laser gummies, they're really good. Which is also, here's also a laser gummy too. You'll probably start off with this. Comet G. Automatically locks onto the closest enemy and fires 2 shots. So when I say dodge like crazy, I'm referring to, one, you can still fire when you're dodging like crazy. And since these gummies automatically lock onto the closest enemy and fire, that means that they're still going to be locking on, and it's really good for when you're darting all over the place and trying to avoid being hit. They do a lot of damage. They do more than you think, so if you feel like you're not really hitting an enemy for much, you'd be surprised. It adds up over time. Laser gummies are bae, or, you know, before anything else. For any other weapon. Now, you do need some basic weaponry. Don't get me wrong, you need to find a balance, but prioritize getting at least one of the laser gummies when you get them. Comet is just invaluable, and Meteor, and you'll find out so fast, so unbelievably fast, how good they truly are. And lastly, do not give up. If you're stuck, don't give up, okay? Like, just grind it out a little bit and try it. You would be surprised. Just go around, level up, and face it again. You'll be surprised at what happens when you do level up. So, also some videos from, some comments from the first video I want to go over. So, 1, the power stat makes every hit stronger, so you shouldn't neglect it. Do not neglect power. When it goes heavily in the negative, it's going to affect the power of your attacks. However, if you have a whole bunch of weaponry, it sort of balances out sometimes. Okay, another question. How do you change the color for wings and cockpit? There are a lot of blocks that you can change the colors of, but the cockpit, I do not believe that you can change the color of the cockpit. The wings, you might not be able to either. It's just weaponry and body part gummies. So like where it's yellow and red and whatnot. Basic parts. And yes, somebody said, are the only special blueprints ignoring the cost, and can I customize them after? You cannot customize the special blueprints. They're set, and that's how you have to use them. Reason being is I'm pretty sure they didn't want anybody to find an exploit to build upon them, knowing that they ignore cost. Be able to mess with the game and make something completely overpowered. I could see why they would have done that. Nice video. One question, where do I get Blizzaga? Blizzaga GO2. Seeing that this is one of the final weapons in this category for the multi-direction, you can get them from the bosses. You can get them from the final map, doing the battles, and the treasure spheres. You can randomly get them from destroying the blue meteors that constantly are respawning throughout the map too. I've gotten them all of those different ways, so it's really whichever way you end up getting it. How do you get the repair kit? So I know I emphasize the repair kit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the special weapons real quick. Setup. Special weapon. So you only start off with a couple things at the beginning of the game. One being twin shot and firestorm and whatnot. It's a Trinity fire. It sucks. But some of these are really powerful. These are all the specials unlocked. The repair kit. You get the repair kit for getting a high grade on one of the bosses. I don't remember which one in particular. But if you take out all the bosses, there's only so many of them. I think there's maybe 20 or so boss Gummi Ships. There might be a little more. But if you get a top rank on them, you do get the repair kit. The repair kit restores a lot of HP. A lot, I'm telling you. Now, this purple bar signifies the cooldown rate on it. So, since it's at a 4, it takes a pretty long time for you to be able to use it. But if you're staying alive and you take a couple hits, it will top you off very fast. Now, for force field, for example, 2 bars. That would be a pretty fast respawn. Cooldown. Laser squall, extraordinarily fast. How do you activate your special ability? That would be triangle. And then that is when it's fully charged. So if you hit it and nothing happens, either one, you didn't have a special weapon equipped, or it's not fully charged. Another person asking, how do you get the weapons? Exactly as I explained before. Somebody said, so there's an item called 9 in the Gummi Shop. How do I use it? Because I bought one. What that is in the Gummi Shop, you have numbers. This allows you to customize your ship at no building cost. That means you can just put these numbers wherever you want at no cost. So if you bought it, hey, you know, good on you. And now the biggest question I get. Can you avoid main bosses, Gummi Ship bosses? Yes. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. You have to find the right angle. The number one boss that I get complaints about when they bring it up is the Glacial Fortress. You can dodge it. I've done it. I actually flew past it countless times before I was seeking out the boss battles in the first place. So you absolutely can dodge it. Now, I'm not going to go over and show how to dodge it because you have to get it at a right angle and stuff. If you get your Gummi Ship at an angle and try to go over like main parts of the map that you normally bump into, your ship will hover right over it. It happens a lot. I don't think it's a glitch or a bug. I think it's something that you just have to find out, and you would be surprised because it definitely works. It helps. So, just like before, I'm going to go ahead and put the recap in it so you guys know. I originally got this idea to make this video from someone that asked me to. His name's Beard. I actually have it linked because Beard. Cool dude. He asked information and hey, I thought I'd give it to him. If you guys are by chance like confused with anything, please let me know and I will help you. But there's really honestly nothing else for me to be able to do, you know, advice wise. I get it. This game is extremely frustrating with the Gummi Ship stuff. A lot of people don't like it, but there are bosses that block the worlds, so you don't have too much of a choice. Now, in each of the worlds, and this is actually going to be my final point, and for a very, very, very good reason. We're actually going to... the heck? I'm trying to... Okay. We're going to go to Starlight Way. In each of the 3 zones, there are like head muchachos that you have to fight. You don't have to, but they're the main guys, the strongest in each of the 3 galaxies. So I'm going to show you real quick what the first one looks like. So here's the first one. As you're seeing, it's a very powerful enemy. Do not take them lightly. You need to have a minimum of 200 speed to be able to pierce through this, which means you're going to have to make a custom ship or use a special ship to be able to cut through that. And as I said, these are very powerful enemies. Do not take them lightly. We're going to go back to the zone map. World map, actually. Okay, so world map. I'm going to show you the second. Main boss of this area. This one is actually harder than anything else, 100%. I'm not going to tell you names or anything. If you're curious, you can see them in my other videos. This energy stream behind me is where you go. You have to have 200 speed and get it sort of kind of near the middle-ish bottom where it's blue right there. And the boss pops out. And then you fight the boss. Now, for the last one, which is located in the 3rd zone, is going to be the other head honcho. So we are going to start from here, begin the voyage. Now, the only one that has prerequisites is this one. You have to beat all the bosses around it and light up these side plates. After all 4 of them are lit up, the Omega ship pops up right there. It's a pain in the butt. It's got like 1,000,000 billion HP, and it's a pain in the keister, but it's manageable. So how to do that one? You beat all the bosses in the zone. They're very, very, very easy to find. Trust me. So now that you know, those are the elite of the elite. And they give you weapon schematics, weapons, a massive amount of level. Like XP, you will skyrocket in levels. You will actually skyrocket in levels from the treasure orbs. So you should definitely prioritize getting the treasure orbs before any and everything else. 100%. The very first treasure orb you'll go up to, you'll probably go up to, what is it, level 8 or something like that. It's crazy, but it will definitely work. So, good luck boss hunting. If you need any tips on the bosses, need to see where they're at, I have all the boss battles clipped. Gummi Ship and non-Gummi Ship. I hope this video helps you. I hope that the master volume being lowered really helps my voice come through. It was informative. If you guys need any kind of advice, tips, have questions, drop it in the bottom comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, and if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe. I've been doing this for 9 years, you know, and I strive in providing the best information I humanly possibly can. So that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a good day. Alright, take it easy.